I have noticed since learning I'm a she-wolf that I have quite a bit more stamina and even more speed than I used to. I'm grateful for it as I see the gas station come into view at the edge of Cedar. I head inside and buy water before heading the rest of the way into town. I will show these boys I can handle myself without them. It didn't take me long to get from the top of Cedar to the First Avenue Tim Hortons. Before leaving the mansion, I had thought better than to try and take my car. I knew Chris had the keys to it, but I know how to hotwire it. The problem is it would have been too loud, and I would have been caught. As I enter Tim's, my phone goes off. I pull it from my pocket and see Alexis's name on the screen. She is most likely, but I don't care. I need some freedom, and if I had to sneak out for it, so be it. Alexis can send Jackson to find me as long as I don't have to spend another day with Chris. I'm okay with that. My phone goes off again, and I see Dimitri's name. They clearly figured out I'm not in my bedroom. I wondered if they thought I was still on the mansion grounds. I ignored the call. A third call follows. It's from Eli. Agitated at the constant calls, I answer. Yes? You're not on the grounds, are you? He states. I wasn't sure how to answer. Are the others listening to Eli? I'm not as dumb-witted. He continues. I know you better. Where are you? None of your damn business, I growl. Che, he starts. No. Ever since I was forced to that damn mansion, I've had no life. I want control of my life, and I sure as hell don't need a bodyguard, I snarl. I angrily pocket my phone and go up to the counter. I order my drink and go sit down. I need to calm my nerves before I lash out at anyone else. Eli is my friend and has been my boyfriend, but he too is getting under my skin. They treat me like a lost puppy who can't care for myself. Hey, honey, a sweet voice says. I'm about to snap back when I look up to see Haven. Leashing my anger, I respond. Haven.
I head into the Tim Hortons on First Avenue in Mission, BC, the place I was born and raised. I've traveled outside of the Fraser Valley, and even the province and country, but Mission has always been my home, and the home to my pack. I park my car in the lot, and as I get out, my wolf hears a commotion. Following him, I head up to Second and into the trail and just beyond the public library. 3 rugged men are standing over a scrawny-looking kid. One of them is kicking the kid while the other 2 are laughing and name-calling. My wolf snarls within me, and before I know it, the one doing the kicking is flying into a tree while the other 2 scram down the trail. The kid on the ground has his arms wrapped over his head to protect it. My nostrils pick up a particular scent, and I realize this is a shifter. Not only that, my wolf is whining. Fuck me. I can't have this happen right now. I just can't. I lean down and pick the kid up in my arms and carry him out of the trail as I call for an ambulance. It doesn't take long for it to show. I help the paramedics load the kid into the ambulance. Since I'm the only witness, I go into the ambulance. My car will have to stay at Tim's for a while I help the paramedics and answer questions for the doctors and nurses. As the ambulance blares its sirens, I pull my phone out and call my alpha. What did you do? Chris answers. Nothing, I begin. I realize then that Chris can hear the sirens. I picked up the scent of a non-pack member. Kid was being attacked near the library, I explain. Who? No idea, he's unconscious. I'll find out more when he wakes up. All right, keep me posted. Will do. I hang up and pocket my phone. The ambulance arrives at the Mission Hospital and they unload the kid. I head in and explain the situation to the nurse on the kid's case and the doctor in the ER. The nurse isn't supernatural, but the doctor is, and I know he knows the kid is too. He calls for a second nurse and relieves the first one. The second one is a she-were, but I'm not sure what species. Wolves aren't the only weres around. Most weres are usually predators, but occasionally there's a prey were. Most of us generally like being called weres or shifters. Werewolves, get it? Anyway, weres don't need full moons, and silver will kill us just as easily as any human being shot by a bullet. Quit reading into those B-rated movies and books. Weres are nothing like any of that. The she-were escorts me to the waiting room, and I sit and wait.